Hi everybody, I'm Starla.
I'm Mik.
And we are
Our Family Plays Games. Yeah.
And welcome to our preview of Familiar Tales.
Yeah.
Published by Plaid Hat Games and designed by Jerry Hawthorne.
Now, folks, this is a pre-order that you can get at Plaid Hat Games. So, like we always say, check it out, look at it, do your research, and see if that your family or friends would like to play this. Now, I'm gonna tell you, this is from the folks that gave us Forgotten Waters, another kind of story game, and it was pretty cool. I liked it. So let's get into it. So Starla's gonna tell us the overview and objective of the game. So here we go.
In Familiar Tales, players take on the roles of 4 familiars bonded to the great Wizard Merilious, who are tasked with protecting and caring for a very special child who is the key to the fate of a far-off kingdom. On this fateful night, the child arrives at Merilious' doorstep. Fearing an imminent attack, the wizard sends the familiars into the woods with the baby while he confronts the attackers, buying them time to escape. Thus begins an epic, action-packed story that spans 3 eras and sees the child grow from a tiny baby into a young adult. The familiars must each contribute to the girl's upbringing as best they can, all while fighting to keep her out of the clutches of the evil Lord Perish. In the game, players attempt to complete their magical adventure within the story while gaining as little misfortune as possible. Their level of success will impact how the story ends. Victory will require the familiars to improve themselves, which they can do by crafting new items and adding new cards to their skill decks. In this game, we are focused on the 4 familiars who lived with Master Merilious. There's Flicker, the fairy, Chalk, the golem, Blaze, the fox, and Gribbert, the frog. Together, they're not just familiars, they are a family. And that's where all good stories begin, with a family. So that's the objective of the game. That's a little bit of the overview.
I'm telling you, that Lord Perish, he got some issues.
Yeah.
Why are you messing up stuff?
I don't know, because I feel bad for the familiars because they had a nice home.
Yeah.
With Merilious.
Yeah.
Living with him.
And then here come Lord Perish messing up everything.
I guess.
I tell you.
I'm happy that they're able to help out.
The little baby gotta be rescued.
Yeah, I'm happy they're able to help, but it kind of disrupts their whole life because now they're on the run.
Yeah, and then along in the story, we're gonna see what's going on with poor, their leader, their wizard. Yeah. But I mean, golly, man.
But I'm happy they stepped up to the plate. They're gonna help this baby. They're gonna help it grow up.
Yes.
And we're going to get a chance to be a part of that story if they do it.
And it's pretty cool how this is, like, they call it a story crafting, game, because you're basically crafting the story. Because you got to protect the baby, and you're going to, whatever you do, the influence you have on this baby, then child, then teenager, you basically just guiding her if she's going to be either good or she's going to be bad.
Because your decisions determine that.
Yeah.
How you decide to play this game determines how the baby grows up.
And that's pretty cool.
I think it's a great concept. I like that it's we kind of like story-driven games anyway, so this is an interesting one.
Yeah, and I really did enjoy that.
I did too.
Yeah, and now we're gonna talk about another aspect that I really did enjoy and was really helpful. And I like that some games are bringing this in the
I do too.
And Forgotten Waters did it too. So and that's the app. This is an app-driven game. So we're gonna talk about the app a little. Starla's gonna talk about the app a little bit, and then also the location book. And the location book is basically your board, your setup, what you need to do on each adventure, and it's really, really cool.
It is essential to the game. You gotta have it.
And I'm not gonna open it because it's gonna give away some stuff, so I'm gonna keep it closed. But this is really essential. And now Starla's gonna tell us a whole lot more about the app and the location book. Here we go.
The game is played inside a book, but it also features an app that performs a few of the game's functions for players, leaving you free to play the game and be immersed in its story. Think of it as an automated game master and storyteller. The location book is where a lot of the action of a game will play out. While on a location page, players will take turns exploring, interacting, foraging for supplies, and often fighting evil. When the app instructs you to go to a page in the location book, remove any figures or tokens from the current page of the location book. Open the book to the new page, lay it flat on the table, and follow the page's starting setup instructions. So that tells you more about the app
Let me tell you,
and the location book.
That app is so helpful.
I love it.
I mean, it helps you set up the game. I mean, it just gives you step by step of how to set up the game for any number of players. And it also, it kind of gives you a tutorial and it helps you learn the game.
But it also gives you the mood.
Yes.
I mean, the voiceovers, the voice.
Oh, the voiceovers.
The work that they do into it, the character.
Yeah.
They get you into the mood of the game. Yeah.
Because you're sitting there like, okay, what's going on? And you're like, what's going to happen next? And then you realize, what's going to happen next? We determine that.
Exactly.
We determine what's next.
Right.
So I like
just
that.
Having those voices and the voice actors who make you feel like you're in this whole world. Yeah, it's a great
and the location book really just kind of guides you, and it's really just your board. And I've seen other games do that, and I think this is a real good way to go because it's not taking up too much space, and it's basically there where you can just keep flipping along and just doing what you need to do, and I really enjoy that.
And it's a perfect size for your components.
Yes.
Your little miniatures.
Yeah, your little miniatures.
The little miniatures that you have to move along.
Because the little familiars are all small except for Chalk.
Yeah, Chalk is big.
But Chalk got some issues.
Yes. But, they're smaller than their adversaries.
Yes,
the adversaries are a little bit bigger.
But you need Chalk, though.
You need Chalk.
Even though Chalk, Chalk a little slow.
But, I like that addition to the game that we're using miniatures, not meeples.
Yes.
Because the miniatures have character.
Yes.
So I love that. They put the little faces on them.
Yes.
And there are a lot of components. The cards are a component to the game.
And, the really cool, I wanted to bring out some things, little components. Because you have
boxes,
these are the boxes that you'll put different cards in because you're going to go through like a few different eras. And these are the cards, these are the boxes that you have, and they go Chalk. Yeah. And that's what Gilbert.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you have all these, it's really cool. I like this. And these are the boxes that you use. So I really do like that. And those are the boxes. And then here's some of the cards that you go along with. Some of the cards that's really cool that you'll get, and I really do like those. I like the cards. The art is just...
Oh, the art is beautiful.
It's just great.
Very fairy tale type art. Very fairy tale.
Yeah, and that's what it kind of brought you in.
Yeah, it does. It brings you in.
It brings you in. And this is the really cool part. Now, these are some of the... this is an artifact that's in the game. And then these are some of the... different items that you can get. And what's so cool, you can craft these items.
Yeah.
If your familiar needs an item, you can get the right, resources to craft these. That's so cool.
Yeah, it is.
You craft, and I think a family, this is a real family game. It's a real family, and I really do like that. And then here goes some of the little player boards. Here's Blaze the fox. Here's Flicker. That's Flicker.
The fairy.
That's the fairy. And then a Gribber,
the frog.
And then here's Chalk.
Chalk.
And then what's so cool about the little player boards, it gives you the story behind each one of them. And then also the special powers and things that they do. So it's really cool. I like that. And then another thing I want to show. Here, you construct this. Yeah. And this is like the little resource. It holds the resources. And right now it's closed so it won't, fall out. But then you open it up. You open it up like this. And you put it down.
Yeah.
And there you go. There's your resources right there. There's your resources. I love that. And that's your resources that you can, get to and everything. And I really do like that. Yes. That is really cool. And then once you're done, just
close it back up.
Close it back up. And there you go.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that.
You also have your dial.
Oh yeah, here's your dial that has your hit points and also your power. You're gonna get power and use that power to basically buy more training cards. Because this is a light deck builder.
It is a deck builder.
It's a deck builder, and you gotta build your deck, and then you gotta buy cards to build your deck or get rid of some cards, and I like that. So this is really cool little dial. So everything's really nice. Look at the art. Yeah. You got the art on here too, so that's really cool. So I really enjoy this game.
Yeah.
Now there's one thing I don't enjoy, and that's getting these fatigue cards. These fatigue cards do not help your
fatigue.
deck.
Yeah, you don't
They
want
do not
fatigue.
help your deck. Try to get away from it. Now the game is gonna, the app is gonna give you some fatigue cards, but you gotta get rid of them as quick as you possibly can, because they do, kind of clog up your deck.
But
And you hate
overall,
that.
it's a deck builder with a story behind it. You got an app that helps you out.
Oh, I love the
it's
app.
just
Love the
so
app.
many different components to make this game.
Yes.
But it's a lot of fun when you're getting into it.
Yes, it is.
You get yourself enthralled in the story.
You do.
You get enthralled
and
in
it
the
keeps
story.
bringing you in.
It does.
Keeps bringing you in with the voice actors and all that stuff. I mean, it just keeps bringing you in. You're like, oh my God, what's gonna happen next?
Exactly.
Then you realize again, I'm the one that's gonna have to make it happen
You gotta make
next.
the
So I
decision.
really do enjoy that.
Yeah.
So now Starla's gonna tell us a little bit about the end game. What happens at the end? When,
how you bring
how
this
you
game
bring it
to
to
an
the
end.
end. Yeah. So here you go, Starla. Let us know.
At the end of each chapter, the app will guide you through a short step-by-step process to save your progress in the story and prepare you for your next game. At the end of the 3rd and 6th chapter, you'll be completing an era, and the app will provide additional end-of-era steps. Now that was a little bit about how the game comes to an end.
Because really, the app really kind of guides you.
The app kind of gives you more information on how it really ends.
Yeah.
But that just gives you a little overview of that. But we want to show you some of the miniatures.
Yes.
Now, as I said, one of my favorites is Blaze the fox.
Well, that's who you were. You were
I
Blaze
played Blaze and I played Gribbert.
Yes. And I played Flicker. You can barely see Flicker because she's a little bitty fairy.
She's a
There's
fairy.
Flicker. And then this is Chalk, the big boy. He's
Gollum.
Chalk. Yeah, there's Gollum. And, he's a Gollum, but the bird, the little birdie, kind of talks for him, which is very cool. Very cool.
So, I mean, the miniatures are so detailed.
Yes, they are detailed. I just hate I can't paint.
I know.
If I could paint, man.
But they are very detailed.
But for those who can paint, you're going to have fun with these, I can tell you.
And the miniatures are true to the card.
Yes.
When you see the card, I mean, they really were able to capture the essence of the artwork into the miniature, which is great.
And then you have the little girl. This is she starts as a baby. Then this is the little girl, and then this is her
a little bit older.
As a little bit older, as a teenager, which is really cool. And then this is Bogey. This is Bogey.
He's one of the characters in the game.
He's one of the characters, and then you have
some of the enemies.
You have the baddies. You're gonna have some of the baddies here. So yes, I mean it's a lot more miniatures. There's a lot of miniatures.
It's
just a few.
Yeah.
But I mean it really brings you into
and they're
the
just
game.
so well done. We just
Yes,
have to
it
show
is.
them off. They're so
Yes.
well done.
Yes. Now Starla.
Yes.
Since we at the end of this.
Yes.
Where can they find us? OFPG.
Well, if you're looking for Our Family Plays Games, you can find us on Facebook,
yes,
Instagram,
yes,
Twitter,
yes,
right here on YouTube,
right here.
And if you're in Omaha, Nebraska,
local,
you can find us on Cox Channel 22, Saturdays at 8:30 p.m. And Tuesdays at 4:30 p.m.
Now, family, just want to let you know that this is on pre-order at Plaid Hat Games' website, and it is a very interesting game, and I think it would be really cool for the family to kind of check it out. Check it out. Look at it, see if you want to, deal with it.
Yeah.
But it is really an interesting game.
It is.
So we definitely want to let you know that.
So well done.
Yeah, so well done.
So well done. The art's well done. The miniatures are well done. The story is really great. You got to take a look at it.
Yes, and you got to take a look at it because I'm a fan of Forgotten Waters, so definitely take a look at this. So definitely do that. So family, give us your comments, talk to us. We love hearing from you. So, but always remember, and I mean always remember, we love you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.